What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex46. I'm back with another video. Be sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X here at Vortex46 for all of my picks for tonight's college football action. Yeah, guys, we got 3 games here tonight. Looked over some things, and the hope is that we can cash on some picks. I have 3 specific picks. Can't bet on player props, which is fine because that just allows me to just look at some team props. And I've pretty much been having more success as far as when it's pertaining to my team props with college more than anything. And the hope is that I can transition that over into the NFL. We'll see what happens. But this is week 5, guys, and let's see what we can come up with. So the 3 team props are real simple. As I've been mentioning in prior videos and even in the one of the discords that I'm in, is that I'm pushing for more first half stuff, first half spreads, first half points and stuff like that. So gonna continue to do what works, and this is just another one of those things. First half spread, I'm gonna look to take a chance on UVA, on Virginia here, to cover the first half spread at this plus 3.5, minus 105 on BetMGM against FSU at home. So here's the thing about this pick. So FSU, they're technically both teams are 3-0 when it's pertaining to covering this number, right? So FSU is 3-0 at home specifically. This is their first road game on the year. So when it's pertaining to the data, when I looked at it, now last year FSU went 0-4 when it's pertaining to the road games, the last 10, and just in general. So that's just in general. These are the 4 games that they played, and they just couldn't cover the number. UVA last season, they covered at a 3-3 in their home games, specifically when it's pertaining to the year. Now they went 2-0 in their first couple of games here, and then they didn't cover at home against Boston College. But again, this is now week 5 here, and this is their 4th game of the season. So personally, they're at home, they're 3-0, right? I personally, well, technically they're 4-0. Excuse me, they're 4-0. So I technically believe, because they're 1-0 at home and 3-0 at home. Same thing with FSU. I personally believe that they can cover this number. So the other data is that per the offense versus defense, because UVA is better at passing, they still get a lot of rushing yards. They're just shy of FSU's rushing yards. FSU got more touchdowns, net yards, and better red zone efficiency. But pertaining to the data, I looked at the offense to the offense. UVA has a bit better offense to offense matchup, and they have a bit better offense versus FSU's defense. So personally, I believe that this can cash specifically per the data that's in front of me. Let's see if Virginia can go 4-0 at home specifically for the year, because FSU is their first time on the road, and I believe that they can technically go 0-5, which includes last year on the road. We'll see what happens with that pick. So that's that one. Next up, I'm gonna go on ahead and take TCU to get 13 points here on the road, right? When I look at the data, it's real simple. Now, this is an even spot here, minus 114 to get 13 points. They've pretty much covered us the last 10, 9-1. Even just on the season, they were covering at a rate specifically 77%, averaging 18.6 when it's pertaining to that spot here. So TCU on the road, they are going to be facing ASU's defense, and ASU's defense, when it's pertaining to TCU's offense, is that TCU is just better. They're averaging 42 points. They're better at first downs, passing yards. The only thing is that ASU's defense is shutting down rushing. TCU is averaging 175 yards, while ASU is stopping running backs from getting above 100. They're only averaging 95. So I personally believe this can cash. We'll see what happens with this one. The hope is that they continue, even just in the last 3 games. They're 3-0 with getting 14 points, and I believe it will continue in this spot here. And the last pick, this is my least favorite pick out of all three, and it's another first half spread. It's for Houston to cover the first half spread at a minus 7.5, but at plus value, plus 105 on DraftKings. When I looked at the data, it's just real simple. Houston is just better. Look at when it's pertaining to the red zone efficiency, the net touchdowns, the net yards, the rushing yards. The only thing is that they're bad. They're struggling. Oregon State has a better passing offense, right? But when it's pertaining to the offense versus their defense, Houston's averaging 33. Oregon State's giving up 39. Houston's passing, rushing, first downs, all of that, it's just better, right? So I just kind of believe that they can cash on this. The only thing is that they are 0-1 on the road, while Oregon State is actually 1-0 at home when covering this specific number. So let's hope that this cashes. We'll see what happens. But I believe that this can cash. Is just not my favorite pick. I thought about taking Houston on their first half points. Another 13, I think it was 13 or 14 and a half, but I didn't like it. And even the spread, I still didn't even like that. They're favored by, they're favored. They're minus 500 something to win this game. So, but this was the best value at a plus value. So we'll see what happens with that. But with that, those are the three picks, guys. Leave some comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on these picks here. What are your picks for tonight's college football action? And I hope we talk to you all with my video for tomorrow's Saturday's games to come soon. Peace, guys.